Come one, come all, to the most phenomenal, most extraordinary, most unimaginable puppet show you've ever experienced. Prepare for an astonishing adventure full of mystery, full of danger, and full of artistry, meant to astound the eye and capture the human soul. The name's Professor Gregorius T. Oswald. But my friends, and we're all friends here, call me G. Today's fantastical tale is the perilous journey of a boy named Kuturo. Once upon a time, before everything went to rack and ruin, the Moon Realm was ruled by a beautiful goddess. But then, Little Bear, for whom the Moon Goddess had shown nothing but love, stole two of his mistress's precious possessions: the Black Moonstone and a magic pair of scissors known as Calibris. After declaring himself Moon Bear King, he invaded the goddess's castle, smashed the White Moonstone to pieces.
Once upon a time, I once upon a now. This is my moonshine, so just get to the part where I sound good.
Right. Yes, of course. Wasn't everyone so very wowed when the Moon Goddess was obliterated? Wasn't it just great that the impressive Moon Bear King gave a piece of the White Moonstone to each of his generals, screwing over the moon at large? Oh yes, the next 3 years was something special. Ah, yes. Now, where do I begin? He was the Moon Realm's ruthless new king, and intent to keep it that way. So night after night he spirited away the souls of children and locked them inside wooden puppets who were doomed to defend Castle Grizzlstein. And while tonight was no exception, it would prove to be quite exceptional.
Oh, the poor dearie. Look, yin-yang, another day, another soul.
Poor indeed. You're as bad as the tyrant. How many of these children are you planning to parade off to certain mutilation before you realize you're wasting your time?
Why, one more, and then another after that. As many as it takes me to get my hands on Calibris.
That's nice.
Meet our hapless hero, who's just blinked back to life, firmly in the Moon Bear King's clutches.
Kuturo, your soul was summoned here at my behest. Kuturo, will you be my friend? Pals to the bitter end.
Stop this madness! I command you in the name of the sun! Oh my gosh, are you crazy? Do you know who I am? Dad's gonna have a supernova!
Wait, sire. What if she's right? The sun does have a burning temper.
Ha! What did he do? I've got his precious daughter!
Well, of course you do, sire. And even if you didn't, your majesticalness is more than enough to eclipse the sun.
I've prepared a very special room for you, my dear princess. So please, I insist, take a long rest.
Meow. What luck. He's left Calibras unattended for once. Kutaro, you are one lucky person.
There before our hero towered the most impressive pair of scissors you've ever seen. The legendary Calibras. But Calibras was bound fast by vile vines, the twisted offspring of the Moon Bear King's twisted magic.
Kutaro, meet Calibras. Calibras is a cut above your average scissors. He used to serve the Moon Goddess.
Step forward, boy, and take your destiny in hand.
Now that's a shock. I mean, an honor. Don't you see? Calibras has chosen you.
And so Kutaro's fortunes were starting to look up. After all, he was now the proud owner of a pair of enchanted scissors. Still, it wasn't all good luck. Remember, Calibras belonged to the Moon Bear King. Unfortunately, the next steps had to be taken at a run, as the Savage King was hot on our hero's heels.
Tiger!
Yes, sire.
Where did that whelp go?
Well, he can't have gotten far, sire. He has such tiny legs. I imagine he's right around the corner.
I don't want him around the corner. I want him cornered! Find that thief, or I'll find someone who can!
Please, sire, your blood pressure. I'll take care of it. Would you like a back rub? A glass of warm milk? Anything? No?
Bravo, Kutaro. None of the others ever made it half as far. This will be music to the witch's ears. Oh, man up, would you please? Would you prefer the grubs find you and the Moon Bear King yanks your limbs off?
Kutaro had obtained Calibras, a legendary pair of magic scissors. But before he could start cutting along the dotted line of destiny, he would have to escape the wrath of the tyrannical Moon Bear King. And so the story continues. Lucky Kutaro, suckered into stealing a set of sorcerer's scissors by the witch and stirring up a tyrant's rage. Now, all his hopes of escaping the castle were dashed, just as he himself dashed like mad to outrun the soldier grubs who wanted his head. Poor Kutaro. His only hopes now were Calibras and a witch of most questionable character. What cruel tricks would fate play on him next?
You pussy-footing wussy-cat! Where were you? I ought to fudge! Brownies, it can't be!
Did you forget you sent us off in the first place? Yes, Calibras chose him.
Finally! Those legendary shears will cut right through the Moon Bear King's lackeys and set the Moon Realm free! Now, my brave young warrior, why don't you let Granny hold onto those for you? Right now, you wooden donks! What was that for? Don't you tell me I'm not your type! Gotcha!
To command Calibras, you need either a heart as pure as the goddesses, or vicious magic like the Grizz. But all you've got is an attitude.
Oh, nuts! for me.
I smell him. That's the punch and stick of a scissor thief.
Oh, General Tiger, sir. How kind of you to drop by to check on measly old me. Gosh, I just don't know anything about Mr. Thief, but if I see him, you'll be the first and last to know.
And this egregiously foul odor must be witch stink. You are certain he's not here?
Oh, yes, very certain, Your Tigeress. I beg you, bring that scoundrel to justice, or I may not sleep a wink tonight.
Ah, don't worry. My grubs will have this whole castle locked down in no time. After all, we can't have anyone crashing the prison towers and making off with the knight's powers, now can we?
You hear that, dear? Then get your Heidi in gear!
Tiger! Quickly, you fool! He's going to find the knight's shield! How could he possibly know it was in there? Stop him! If Puppeteer makes off with the shield or the Sun Princess, mark my ground. No! Rip that bit of moonstone right out of your mouth!
When I find that idiot who blabbed about the knight in front of...
Puppeteer had spied an old shield in the prison tower, but Tiger was hot on his heels. Where were the knight's powers? Who was this princess that had been locked up? And would Puppeteer make it out of the Black Castle alive? Now back to Puppeteer's tale. You'll recall that even after the Moon Goddess was defeated and her legion was put to rout, her loyal subjects tried to resist. 4 champions, ever faithful, rose to their mistress's cause. Over a period of weeks, they concocted an elaborate plan to lead a pathetically small but equally valiant army against the Moonbear King's castle, Grizzlstein. Did it work? Well...
Onward, ye knaves! The bear shall pay the price for his crimes!
They were hopelessly outnumbered, but so desperately did they fight, so bravely did they broil, that the tyrant himself finally deigned to confront them.
You fight well, dare I say, skillfully, but alas, that shield will not protect you from me! Coward!
And that was the end of that revolt. The Moonbear King used his dark magic to lock the 4 champions' powers away, and all would-be challengers to his throne were wiped from the face of the moon.
Don't do that!
My word! You found one of the moonstone shards! Most impressive. I knew I picked a winner. In fact, I think we're ready to team up in earnest. Who's this little soubrette? One of the Sun Princess's retinue. Where's your mistress?
Like, I gotta tell you, it's not like you're anybody special, am I right?
Oh, my thought! It's the tyrant! Run for your life!
Give me back my scissors! I'll chase you to the ends of the moon! This world belongs to me now! You'll never be safe, ever!
After claiming the knight's power, Kutaro vanquished Tiger and escaped the Black Castle with the witch, Yin Yang, and Picarina. Where would fate lead them next? Act 2 starts here. Let us continue our adventure. At long last, Kutaro and his new friend Picarina were free of Castle Grizzlstein, borne to safety by the witch's magic. Our fugitives needed a safe place to hide, and so they chose Castle Waxwayne, the same flying palace from which the moon goddess once ruled. In those better days, the White Castle was resplendent, a sight to behold. But the tides of darkness had since dulled its sparkle and loosened the stone of its walls and columns.
There, sweeties. We'll just hide out here for a spell.
But, like, this is Castle Waxwayne. Doesn't it belong to...
The goddess? Yes, indeed. Although palace and master alike seem to have come apart at the seams.
Silence, Yin Yang! No one asked for your opinion!
Out of the darkness and into the light, Kutaro had gone from Black Castle to White.
No, this is more like it. No Moon Bear King spies and lackeys to follow our every move.
Uh-huh. You've got a lot of gumption, you know that? Only one hiney should be warming that throne, and it doesn't have warts on it.
The moon goddess is gone, Dandelion. I'm sure the palace is delighted to have such a promising new master.
Promising? Try pompous.
Try shutting up! Oh, my little Earth-sent savior. Why, you're nothing short of a hero. Come, be a good child and let me have a gander at that moonstone shard.
Don't do it, Kataro. Calibris, the moonstone, and the palace all belong to the goddess. And this magic-slinging loony is obviously trying to dupe you out of them.
How can you say such a thing? All I want is what's best for what's his name?
Whatever.
Granny's trying to explain, so knock it off!
Ow! Oh my gosh! What a witch!
The Moon Bear King kidnapped Kotaro's soul while he was sleeping. He does that to Earth children, and that's where the moonstone comes in. The source of all moonlight. After the Moon Bear King shattered the stone, he gave the pieces to his generals, and you see how they shine. That's just one shard. Imagine the power I would have if you collected them all. I could easily spirit Kotaro back home to Earth.
Really mean it?
It's in your best interest too, my sweet. Didn't you say the Sun Princess was searching for the Moon Goddess?
Yeah. Why?
The Moonstone is a symbol of the goddess's power. Restore the stone, restore the goddess. This could be your big chance. You should start in the Moonwood. General Rat has another Moonstone shard, and you're going to get it back.
I still don't trust you. You're using Kitaro, and I am so going to prove it.
You'll have to catch him first.
Hey, Kitaro!
And remember, you can tell a rat if you smell a rat. Go get him!
Calibras! No! My scissors! I don't want to go back to me! What is going on? But this had better be important, or else. They what? Rat is supposed to be guarding that forest. Talk to him. Yes, he would say that. The buffoon! Ian Tiger, I'm beginning to think the problem with my generals is that I have any! But this week's a conspiracy. They steal Calibers, they escape my castle, now they conveniently find the Moonwood. Do you think someone else is pulling the strings? Right. Keep a close eye on them. I shall take matters into my own claws. Never fear, you beautiful brute. You just need to find their ringleader. And then, once you do, you can tear them into tiny and threatening little bits! Ah! Ta! Put toxin production on hold. Kutaro has been spotted in the Moonwood.
Then Rat has failed in his task. Say the word, sire, and I will strike your enemies down.
Very well. Crash the life out of Kutaro, no matter the cost, and you will be well rewarded.
The reward is in the crushing. Watch as I devour all that stands in my path.
The Moonstone was Kutaro's only ticket home to Earth. Newly armed with the ninja's bombacious powers, Kutaro continued to scour the Moonwood in search of the despicable rat. Let us continue our adventure. Ever since the goddess had vanished from her throne, the denizens of the Moonwood had hardly slept a wink. But then they received a visitor, a single smartly dressed rat. "Gather round," the rat said, and produced a purple elixir. "This tincture will cure all illnesses and stave off the tyrant's magic." And he offered to sell it to them for a reasonable price, as a neighborly gesture. The Moonwood's inhabitants were overjoyed and relieved to have such a good friend looking out for them.
Well, the Moonwood is a mess, all right. But where's General Rat? There's still no sign of him. At least it's nice here. Finally a place on the moon that's not crazy. Hey, Kitaro. Even if you clobber that rat and get the Moonstone shard, you better not give it to the witch. I mean it. Seriously, that witch? She's just using you so she can get her grubby hands on the Moonstone. Or worse.
Oh, yes, dearie. Give me the Moonstone. And your brains.
Who knows what she'll do with that kind of power? You should leave the Moonstone with me. I can keep it safe.
What? You wouldn't dare! That dipsqueak is even more shady than I am.
Can it, Crone? No comments from the imaginary peanut gallery. Be honest, Kitaro. Do you still not trust me? Because I think I could tell you something that might change your mind. Ready for this? My daddy is the sun. I know, it's Just like tragic, I'm a princess, I'm royalty. Then the Moon Bear King hits me with one lousy flash of magic, and suddenly, I'm just royally tiny. What? What's that look? I'm serious, I'm the Sun Princess.
Princess.
What? Hey! Stop that!
We're so blessed, yes we're blessed. The princess of the sun is here. We're so blessed, yes, yes, yes. The princess of the sun.
No! Don't you dare go Sondheim on me! Oh my gosh, I will eclipse you! That's it! This Saturday morning cartoon is over! See, Kataro? I'm completely trustworthy. Harmless as a kitten.
And so, with the vows of friendship renewed, Kotaro and Picarina, Princess of the Sun, continued their quest to find the shattered moonstone.
Why, gods, why? What a fool I was to have listened to that insidious rat!
Well, let that be a lesson. The next time something sounds too good to be true.
Oh, curse you, rat! Curse you! You vile servant of evil! Like the Black Death you came and blackened the hope in us all, and then you killed us!
You're kind of still alive, you know. Bill, what gives? Is Gloria off today? I can't work with this hand.
Whoa, 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 is me.
Oh my gosh, this is mortifying. Come on, Kataro.
Wait! I'm not finished. The gods of the Moonwood, they are in danger. Grievous danger. Ma, you are doomed. The Moonwood's end is assured.
It's grievous, you ignoramus. Oh, that's it. Stop everything. Jeez, lady. Who flushed your muse down the toilet? Curtain! Bill, get her out of here. I'll summarize for the audience. Okay. So, basically, me and Kataro are
The
searching...
Cedars! You must find Mother and Father Cedar at the center of the forest before...
Shut up! Me and Kataro have to save the Moonwood's guardian deity.
Whose roots stretch beneath the whole forest. Yes. Oh, line. If Rat convinces them to drink this nefarious elixir.
Right, okay. We're done. Next scene. Yes, Kataro, they love you. Now walk.
We are doomed. The forest shall rot. The birds shall chirp their own obituaries. The cataclysm is upon us. One more.
Wait, please! I beg of you to spare my life!
Let this loser have it, Kataro. He's hurt enough people.
I had no choice! That unscrupulous Moon Bear King made the threats to me. He said he would bite off my head if I did not corrupt the Moonwood. I am meek and powerless and had no choice but to obey.
Oh, how sweet. The poor little rat. We never even considered he might be a victim too.
Rotten Moon Bear King. No respect for middle management.
But
That's just our opinion. You don't have to punish the creature on our behalf.
Oh, what kindness! What mercy! Oh, I am touching deeply, truly. If you let me squeak by, I will give you whatever you ask. You need only name it.
Well, how about that You know, the lixamacall that's supposed to help with the missus's FAD problem.
Yes, the elixir. We've tried everything to cure my husband's pit odor. Nothing works. Just take a whiff.
Then I've I got a surprise for you! Come on round! And welcome to the Rat Race Shopping Channel!
Whoa, what is going on?
Mother and Father Cedar, how would you like to be getting your hands on this plum miraculexia? Getting the stinky pits in old age? Never the way.
Well, perhaps.
Too much chunk in your trunk? Never to fear.
Oh.
With just one gulp of plum miraculexia, you can kiss the problems goodbye. Ever wonder how the Moon Bear King got so strong? It's plumb simple. Curious why the Moon Goddess was so beautiful? It's a plumb secret. Guaranteed by the Moony Mage administration or your money back.
Oh. Oh, but it must cost a fortune.
It does. But today is your lucky day. For a limited time, we're offering a 90-day free trial. It will not cost you a dime.
Not one dime?
But you had better act now. This offer ends as soon as our program is over. Grab that phone today.
Would you cut it out?
By the way, Kutaro, maybe you could do me a favor. Do you think those scissors of yours could lop a few pounds off the missus?
I said enough!
Rat's callous lies had brought the Moonwood to the brink of ruin, and while his defeat added another moonstone shard to Kutaro's pile, a new adversary had already slithered within striking distance. And so the story continues. General Snake's body coursed with venom, and the Moonstone's power had rendered a mere whiff of it the deadliest substance in the solar system. But the Moon Bear King found such reckless power repugnant. The unlucky snake was locked beneath the Black Castle and forced to produce a toxic brood. How the serpent cursed his fate as he waited patiently for his chance to be free. Unfortunately for Kutaro, that horrible moment had arrived.
Go, Snake! Obliterate the whole Moonwood if you must! Just destroy Kutaro!
Slithering scourges the Moonwood!
Help us! Kutaro, you have to stop that snake!
Wait! Hold the horses! I am a bystanding innocent!
Taro! Come back! Look out! This way!
No! Snake! For crying out loud! I am on your side! It's me! Rat!
Freedom! We did it! Now, Kutaro!
Now it turns out the Moon Witch had been watching Kuturo's adventures through a magic mirror within the White Castle.
Atta boy! I picked a winner, all right. You see that, Yin Yang? We're one piece closer.
But the Moon Bear King had a mirror of his own and was, shall we say, enjoying the show considerably less.
First tiger, then rat, now snake. How many generals does it take to lick this brat?
Curses. First I am made snackery of, then I am made doormat. This Roland is most unpleased. My liege, Moon Bear King.
Rat, where have you been? You betrayed me!
Betrayed you? Perish the thoughts! I merely had to trick Kutaro to gain the upper paw, and once I had him in my sights, pow! Right on the kisser!
Really? That is very bold of you. Come closer and tell me more.
Yes, sire! I think you will be most impressed! Wait, sire! Cannot we put this all behind us?
Well, you can't lie your way out of everything. Kutaro emerged victorious from the belly of Snake, whose attempts to blight the Moonwood had ended in a nasty case of indigestion. Our hero was ready for more Moonstone shards, and Act 3 seems as good a place to find them as any. Now back to Kutaro's tale. With the snake's third piece of the Moonstone in hand, Kutaro schlepped himself onward to the shores of a vast ocean, the Moonshine Sea. 'Twas a dreadful realm full of pirates and monsters, and frothing up its waters at the moment was a roiling rivalry between Captain Gaff, pirate master of the Jolly Lamham, and Generals Pig and Sheep, who were vying for the captain's riches in the name of their king.
Yo-ho! Another fine haul, me old salt.
Aye, the Moonshine Sea be ours now. We'll not be cowed by pirate nor monster.
It's all thanks to the Moon Bear King's sparkly prize, you.
Check it out, Kataro. Those are moonstone pieces.
By the by, me hammy hearty, have you seen the wanted posters?
For that blackguard Kotaro. Begad, sheep, look at the reward. If we catch this swamp, we'll be swimming in swag. Weigh anchor, smartly now.
Avast, Pig! There's not a cent to be had if we can't find him. Think of the time we might waste. And the electric bill.
You be right again.
We'll need one smashing scheme to catch him.
Shh! Keep it down.
How dare you pour one without me, you scurvy bacon bit!
First pig, first serve.
Quick, Kataro. Now's our chance.
Slowly, stealthily, he stole his way closer. The two generals were 3 sheets to the wind, but Kutaro could not risk waking them. The Moonstone shards were just a few inches from his fingers when...
Oh, it's a trap!
That scallywag Kutaro fell for it.
Yo-ho-ho! The Moon Bear King will heap riches on us now!
Ew! What is a smell hole?
End of the line, you bilge-sucking livestock! I'll see you to Davy Jones! But first, I'll have back me treasure, along with me ship.
Zoinks! We'll never give it back!
Not even a piece of eight!
Gold and silver be a heavy burden when you're sinking.
Captain Gaff's sword darted like lightning as he swashed pigs' buckles and fleeced sheep's philality.
Avast! Me treasure!
That's money, ye raving lunatic!
Could we please avast forward to the part where you cough up your moonstone shards?
Never! We'd sooner be shark bait.
Ahoy! Moby!
What the? Shiver me timbers!
Hey! That's cheating, you scurvy whatevers! Darn it! We can't let him get away. Captain, is your ship submersible?
But of course, me beauty. When a lass wants to submerge, Captain Gaff and the Jolly Lamb Ham are happy to oblige.
Really? Oh, you're the best!
Shouldn't take more than, say, 3 days.
You are so not the best. We'll do this the hard way. Deep breath, kiddo.
Oh, man overboard!
Again?
And so, with the footprint of urgency firmly impressed upon his behind, Kuturo was off to the foul abyss of Davy Jones's locker to bring pig, sheep, and their vessel the Moby to justice. After being trapped on the Jolly Lamham, obtaining the pirate's power, and joining forces with Captain Gaff, Kuturo nearly cornered pig and sheep. The epic chase continues as Kuturo dives to the bottom of the sea. Now back to Kuturo's tale. Down in the depths lived a plethora of mind-numbingly mystical creatures who happened to like their freedom. So, as you might imagine, they and the god of the sea didn't exactly crack open the champagne when the Moon Bear King took over. Well, the tyrant knew a pack of unruly sea monsters could be trouble, so he ordered Generals Pig and Sheep to pollute the moonshine sea with magic oil. It transformed the sea god's servants into dastardly, greedy creatures that devoured everything in their path. As our brave little heroes dove deeper, they found themselves in a world of darkness where the water ran black and sunlight was a distant memory.
What is up with this ocean? I'd say I've never seen anything so gross, if I could actually see.
In time, the two arrived at an ancient and secret palace at the bottom of the sea. Within it dwelt a gargantuan god whose strength had been all but sapped by the tyrant's oil.
Where are we? Are you okay? Seriously, what is up?
Water's up in the underwater palace. Supposed to be a sea god's son and free from greed and malice. Where the water's clean enough to see into the stratosphere. We're glad you're here.
What the heck was that? So, this big guy is the god of the sea. I thought gods created natural disasters, not like wore them.
Trident!
Trident? Oh, like a pointy spear.
Pointy spears. Yes, a trident is called a trident. Triple wound and extra wound, the sea goes bright and joy. And pointy ears are something else. A trident could banish evil, but it's gone. The Moon Bear King, yes, the Moon Bear King, knew the trident had been stolen. And his oil sprays made the ocean black as snow. And the sea couldn't even stop it, 'cause his powers, they were
gone. So hang on a sec. Who stole the trident? Must have been that pig and the sheep, right?
The Kraken!
Kraken,
scissors.
Hero, the scissors, the saber, he's a wizard. The Calibros,
Calibros.
the bushwhack,
The Pride!
Dragon, get the trident back because the sea god needs your help, great hero. And your pixie friend, pretty please, we're on our knees, okay? We don't have legs. We're on the job after all you guys are wrong. And anyway, he's a hero, not a zero. With that rhymes already played. And by the way, I'm not a pixie, I'm the daughter of the sun. We fight as one for truth and justice, all the moon bears jerks. That's great, you big mouth, now get to work.
See if I join your musical number again.
Kutaro, he is the hero of the moon. On his way to send the Kraken to his doom. But will he win? To say it's much too soon. Kutaro, he is the hero of this
Mr. God of the Sea, we got back your pointy spear.
Pointy spear, yes, a trident, called a trident. Triple-pronged and extra long, the sea god's pride and joy.
But the trident, it will make the ocean blue again, and coral pink, and seaweed green, and every starfish orange. What rhymes with orange? Trident rhymes with orange. It rhymes with everything.
It rhymes with everything. Every creature stands in awe before the sea god's power.
And the hero of the scissors is
I am waiting.
And the big mouth pixie who insists that she's a sunflower. Over sea and over moon and over universe will be at peace, as bathed in light, like a whole eternity.
brave Kutaro, scissor-wielding hero. Thanks to you, the Moonshine Sea has regained its former splendor. You have my deepest
Thanks to you, the sea is back to.
Shut up, Kutaro! I would like to present you with a parting gift. I have filled Calibros with a new power. One I am certain will make your journey easier.
The god of the sea placed some of the trident's power in Calibros because he believed Kutaro could hew out a better future. But would he part the stormy seas of destiny, or invite new storms of his own? Kutaro had proven slicker than the Kraken, winning back the trident and helping the god of the sea unpollute the water. Next on his hit list were Pig and Sheep, who had holed up in Crabclaw Cove. Let us continue our adventure. Who needs catamarans or jet skis when you've got a ballistic squid? Kutaro had a new sense of purpose as he rocketed towards his enemy's stronghold, Crabclaw Cove. This hideout once belonged to Captain Gaff and his swarthy band of sea dogs. But just like his ship, it had been lost in the battle against the mighty Moby. The island's namesake, A claw-shaped rock at its peak had just poked into view as Couturier and Captain Gaff reunited for one last battle. And this time, the clincher was sure to be a pincher.
Me beloved hideaway, and how I've missed her. Feast your deadlights on those smooth sands, those supple curves, those clammy crevasses. Look smart, me buckos! We're going in! Fine work, Couturier! But when it comes to impromptu boardings, I prefer a buxom wench. All right, fishy, let's see you outswim the jolly lamb ham. Fire the long tongs! Trying to slip away, hey? Hold the depth charges! If you want to sink that badly, Captain Gaff will gladly oblige. Release the charges! Yeah.
Zoinks! Son of a biscuit eater! We're taking fire!
Is Captain Airhead trying to blow us up too? Oh, get up, Kataro! We're about to sleep with the fishes! Kataro!
Yeah! The last I saw ye swabs, you were sinking, and now you be falling out of the sky. I marvel at your spontaneity.
I'll marvel you, tricorn churn. How could you wail on their ship like that when me and Kataro were still inside?
What smashing luck!
This bodes ill, me hearties. Lady Luck has cheated old Captain Gaff.
Why? What's the problem now?
Crabclaw Cove be a nigh impenetrable fortress. The outer cliffs repel even the tallest ship, whilst the castle walls above deter the most able climber. And let's not even speak of the twisted trail that leads to the peak, or the countless cannons to thwart our progress. Aye, we'll have a hard time extracting those scallywags now.
Great! So, we basically have no way of going after them.
Ah, ha, ha. I said nigh impenetrable, but Captain Gaff knows the ins and outs of his oldest mistress. Observe.
Now that's a big gun.
I calls him Long Tom. He can reach so far up the island, she won't know what hit her.
Now we're talking. Let's unload on that beach like there's no tomorrow.
Couturier, this be a two-man job. Kindly assume the position.
Huh? Wait a second. You're not gonna...
Fire!
Couturier rocketed out of the cannon with a deafening roar and hurtled towards Crabclaw Cove at obscene speed.
This is so not cool.
How dare ye sunder me precious
Now's me
robot!
chance to one-up that squiffy and claim the reward for myself. I'll tear ye limb from limb. How did ye block that, ye swab?
Have a taste of me 6-pounder!
Pathetic.
Oh, yeah? Dodge this! Me precious cannon! Ahoy! Isn't that...
The self-destruct button!
Avast!
Way to go, Kataro! Giant enemy crab defeated! And look! Moonstones! Sweet! 2 shards in one go!
What lovely fireworks! Each a flower of sparks growing in the garden of our hearts. Don't you think, Captain?
But who has time for flowers in the sky, when the flowers below be of such varicose beauty? 'Tis you that I wish to pluck tonight, my amour.
And thus ends our tale of how the fetching moon witch and brave Captain Gaff found true love and lived happily ever after. The end.
How dare you write an ending without me? This is my story. Curse you all! I'll teach you to make a fool of me! All of you! Especially you, Couturo! I'll string you up if it's the last thing I do!
It seems the Moon Bear King wasn't quite ready to live happily ever after. No, he still had lots of unhappiness to go round. Two more pieces of moonstone jingled in Couturo's pocket as he put the wreckage of pig, sheep, and robo-crab behind him. What new adventures await in Act 4? Missing out would be a waste. And so the story continues. Couturo's journey led him westward to the moon's wild waste. Generals Bull and Horse would be waiting. Of that, the Moon Witch had been plain. And speaking of plains, these were downright unwelcoming. Night never fell on the wild waste. Sunlight scorched the red earth and torched poor Couturo as he battled the blistering winds. His wooden body crackled and snapped. He felt like a matchstick waiting to ignite. Soon he would go sunny side down.
Kotaro, straighten up. When Daddy gives people the look, he hates when you act all droopy.
Now that they were en Route 66, it was bite the bullet or bite the big one. Couturo felt the stare of unseen watchers, cacti who lacked eyes. Bleached skeletons with a bone to pick. Trees as petrified as he was. And disarmingly large monoliths. All were eager to add one perishable puppet to their ranks.
Come on, wake up! You'll die if you don't keep moving. Kotaro! Kotaro! Hey, what's that? Kotaro! It's a car! We got wheels!
Yeah.
Let's hitch a ride!
See you on the finishing line!
Oh, dream on, you cow! I'll teach you to look a racehorse in the mouth! Oi!
Show me your moves, you stupid Jenny!
Taxi! Oh my gosh, how rude! Wait a second. That was Bull and Horse! After them, Kotaro! Now's our chance. Looks like Bull and Horse made a pit stop. This is it, Kotaro.
Bull and Horse's eyes locked with our heroes. The air was so heavy with foreboding you could cut it with a knife.
Ciao, Horseface! Kiss my chicken fly!
Please, I can run circles around you 8 days a week!
What just happened? Kotaro, come back! Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Bull and Horse's drive-bys had left the wild waste in chaos. But despite bagging a gunslinger with the wrestler's power, Couturo still couldn't get Bull and Horse to give him the time of day. He wandered off feeling low, real low. Now back to Couturo's tale. Would you believe Bull and Horse were once happily married? He was easy, she was breezy, and they cared for and cherished each other. Until, that is, they were given moonstone shards, and well, trouble in paradise. Bull grew brawny and boastful, while horses' gait and ego alike gained frightening momentum. Of all the Moon Bear King's generals, they could have been an unstoppable pair. But instead they fell to petty squabbling and name-calling. Meanwhile, Couturier was still stinging from his treatment at the hands of Mr. and Mrs. Livestock. He knew sticks and stones could break his poor puppet bones, but he couldn't put a name to what he felt now. Those arrogant beasts hadn't even given him the time of day. He felt like a nobody, and that was tough medicine to swallow.
Katara, what's wrong? You look blue. What's that on your face? Whoa! Check this out! It's you, Kataro! Wanted, dead or alive, for the dastardly theft of Calibris and the Moonstone. Approach with extreme caution. Whoa! Look at the zeros on this bounty! Holy smokes! They're plastered all over the place. You must be famous. No, infamous. Now, what am I saying? Woolen Horse blew you off big time. Maybe if you were taller, or, like, grew a mustache or something. Oh well, don't sweat it. Katara, what's wrong? Hey, wait up! Was it something I said?
Couturier was on a mission now. His pride had been wounded, and beating the Bull and Horse was the only band-aid.
Look what you've done, you moon killer! I was seconds from winning!
How dare you make me forfeit the race? I was about to beat this bovine!
Oh, yeah? Well, now you can fight Kataro instead.
Fight this pathetic pipsqueak!
Oh, maybe when he's out of diapers.
What's the matter? Chicken?
What did you say?
Gonna run back to your chicken coop?
How dare you call me a barnyard animal?
We'll pulverize you!
First one to the train station wins!
Whoa! Hey, wait just a darn second. You're supposed to duel, not race.
What's wrong? Throwing in the towel? Why even try when you know you're going to lose?
You're a loser, Kutaro!
They should call you I'm gonna lose, Taro!
Wait, mine's better! Doesn't follow through, Taro!
Whatever! Fine. If you want to race, we've got one condition. You have to wager your Moonstone shards. If Kataro takes first, you cough up the family jewel.
My Moonstone shard? Real tiny! I'm not that stupid!
You should be honored just to gallop with the big girls.
Oh, I see how it is. You're the one scared of losing. Guess you better pack it in now, you pack animals. Wouldn't want to take any chances. You might end up buying the farm.
Fine! The Moonstone! You got yourself a deal, sister!
But when this is over, I'm going to wipe that smirk right off your face! Now you really got me lathered! Prepare to die! Not missiles lost!
See who wins when you fight fair and square? Look, Kataro! The 6th Moonstone shard.
You little twerp! You may have defeated Horse, but I'm still... No!
Look out! Run! Kataro! No!
I challenge you to a duel in the Coliseum!
Couturier and Picarina hurtled into the sky, and far, far away Far, far away they flew. Couturier and Picarina flew far... And they landed. They landed. Don't land already!
Oh, hey! Wow! I'm okay. Kataro, you got all your parts? Come on, quit messing around. Look at this place. Like, where are we? I mean, ¿dónde estamos?
After conning Horse into a race and stomping all over her pride, Kutaro was feeling good. But now Bull had challenged him to a duel in parts unknown. When the Coliseum dust settled, who would be standing tall? Let us continue our adventure. The answer, as it turned out, was south of the border, Loco Caliente. Posters promoting our protagonist's punch fest against the prevailing persona were plastered around the Coliseum premises, which were packed with patrons. Who would emerge victorious, challenger or champion? The wagers were flying as the stadium seating grew rowdy with drink and dance and song.
Feel that electricity in the air? What's the occasion?
Vamos, Kutaro! Ore, 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 ore!
Thank you. Just watch. We'll make tacos out of that cow head. Oh, you think it's funny? Better watch it. Kataro's thrown down against half the animal kingdom, and he's still undefeated.
Kutaro, the fight will soon commence. Make haste to the Coliseum.
All right, this is it. Everybody keep cheering Kataro on!
I am trying to rub-a-dub-dub. Call back later. What? Curses! I am trying to rub-a-dub-dub. Call back later. What? The horse has been broken? Preposterous! Am I the king of fools? Why can't just one of you defeat Kutaro? Yes, of course. Bull. And you're sure he'll win? He had better. Make sure our fail-safe is in place. Good. Yes, Monkey. I have your bananas. Now go! It's not over! Let's beat things up! What? No one wants me! Why you? Get off my back! You'll never...
Knockout! Kataro, you won! Way to go, short stuff!
Meine Damen und Herren, we have a new champion! Champion, the belt!
Bull and Horse had trampled Kutaro's pride, but now all that was forgotten, his honor restored.
Good news, sire! Kutaro's force has grown strong. Strong enough to defeat a whole mountain of bull!
Kutaro's. What? Have you caught a cold? Speak in full voice!
Never fear! We are still one move ahead in the game of evil! Kutaro's doom is assured, Moon Bear King!
Yes, a tidal wave of cheering washed over Couturier, and so deafening was the roar that he failed to hear the crack as Monkey hatched a plan.